Hey y'all, welcome to the Jen and Tony show. I'm Tony, this Jen, and a lot of news articles been out there. So we had to go ahead and get all of them down packed. Research a lot of it, which I did today and previous days. So we got things like a couple of lists of things that we think how we do it. That's our disclaimer: how we do things, how we prepare. Like if you bought uh, life insurance for yourself, this is what we consider our life insurance. Everybody know there's a storm possibly to come. Last time we thought Christo, what was that storm? Chris?
So many of them. I don't
No,
even
Chris. It
know.
was Christo, something like that. We thought it was gonna come.
Oh, Cristobal?
Yeah, Cristobal. Yeah, we thought it was gonna come. We luckily it didn't. That's the good thing about it. Even if you went about preparations, the good thing about it is it do passes. Uh, Remember, we all affected by COVID. Uh, no one needs to be arguing about it. Uh, this channel here, we do upload to Facebook. I don't see nobody. You want to go on there because I don't see no comments, and we'll come back. Yeah, but I wanted to see the comments.
Oh, okay. Oh,
sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, I'm not getting comments. Let me click this right quick. Still no comments. Still not. I don't know what a comment said. Sorry about that, y'all. So, let me see if I can get them on.
Yep, they on there. And Bunny says hi, Tony and Jean.
Hey, Ann.
Becky watching. Hey, Becky.
Hey, Becky.
And that was it.
Okay, so let's see. That's right. Which one did I do? This one. That's right. Hold up, y'all. I'm trying to get comments on it so we can see them live. Should have been right there. And then this one is the one that writes. So I don't know where the comments on. I got a new phone, so I don't know. We'll figure it out later. But yeah. So we do things here on the Jen and Tony show where we prepare for hurricanes. We prepare for life events, things like that, depressions and stuff. Everybody see the article. Everybody see that the big companies are getting out of here. That should wake anybody up. Everybody also know that our life has changed. And you can wake up, the Bible says that it'll come like a thief in the night. And we don't know what that thief in the night could be. It could be the way that we live. We don't really, really, really know. We all could speculate. I'm not here to argue with nobody about no Bible because people love to argue. I'm an adult. Understand me, I'm 48 years old. I don't have time to argue. So this is an informative video. This is for people who want to be informed, who would like to purchase an optional knowledge about preparing, for certain things. We know all y'all feeling the clutch. Everybody feeling the financial burden that we all are having right now. There's no more this group or that group like that. We all in COVID-19 together, which will last to COVID-25. Meaning it'll be here till 2025. Me and Jennifer actually knew about COVID. We just didn't know how it was going to hit, but we were prepared for COVID. We had certain masks.
It was before it had a name, actually.
Yeah.
It didn't even have a name back then.
Yeah, so, I've got a comment from Jay Matoir. Say, well, it's something new to us. No, Jay, we know it's a bioweapon. We understand that it's a bioweapon. We have ads now that Jennifer is going to go to that show you now it's a mutating bioweapon. We have had, we want to say, we're sorry to the family of, what was it, Miles? Neighbors Miles?
Oh, you talking about my
yeah,
family?
They was Miles?
No, that was Mason.
That was Mason's. Jennifer's cousin and his daughter passed away today. Deanna passed away today, and Billy passed away yesterday. So that's two individuals from COVID that passed away. That's family. So we want to give our condolences to his family.
Hi, Steve-O.
And go from there. I always told people when we first started, until it hit home, a lot of people won't believe that it's real. Like when my brother caught COVID, everybody said, oh, it's a joke. They told celebrities, well, it's not a joke anymore. These are family members. This is, Billy is the individual that I met. Did I meet Deanna?
No, you didn't meet her.
Well, I met Billy, on two occasions at a different funeral a couple years back and in the neighborhood. So we I don't want to say we know COVID is real. We knew COVID was real. I actually have a bio.
Not a funeral. That was Chester. They look alike. Chester and
with his
Billy.
brother,
Chester was
cousin,
at the gas
yeah,
station.
his cousin, yeah, his other cousin.
And Billy was in the neighborhood.
Yeah, but I actually have a decontaminant manual that was sent to me, years ago. Well, it was a year prior to COVID. So, with that said, for all the non-believers, this is not the channel for you. This is not where you need to be. If you feel that life is going to continue the way it is, this is not for you. This is for individuals that is awakened, that's woke, that understand that, hey, it's nothing wrong with me spending an extra little bit on preparation. And most of the preparation we're going to get, it could be for a storm. It could be just for lights out for a day. So, take it, take the information and do what you please with it. But,
because we were at work yesterday and it wasn't even raining. It was just thundering and the lights kept going off at the lady house.
Yeah.
Just flickering on and off every time it thundered.
Yeah. So, we're going to give you some of the things that you need to do. Of course, we're individuals on solar. We off grid, we on solar. That means we have no electrical wires coming to our house. Our lights and stuff like that is powered by the sun, solar power. So, with that, go ahead and go to the list. We'll knock out the list in Messenger, and then we'll go to the ads. So,
I don't really have no ads.
go to the Messenger,
So,
and we'll get straight on them. Let me get comfortable.
okay, so I guess this is the most important things you would want to have in emergency.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the ads. But before we get to that, everybody knows Levi's getting out of here. Lane Bryant getting out of here. The airlines are laying off. One of my friends actually hit me up and said she's one of the 28% that's actually involved with that. So we're getting texts and things of people that's real from these ads. I don't like flooding people timeline with information, but if it can help one individual, in which I'm gonna start explaining why these products that right here you should have, just say for example, before we get started, a generator. If your lights off and someone need a ventilator, you need to have a generator. You also need to make sure that generator run. Like right tomorrow, everybody should be preparing some form of fashion, whether it's $10 worth of just canned goods, just to hold you over in case your lights go off, or if you can't get out the neighborhood and stuff like that. But this is not what they be calling those individuals, conspiracy theorists, and we not those type of individuals. I've been doing this. This is my knowledge. This is what I've been doing for 20 years. I've been following this particular so-called subject for 20 years, and I could tell you, I've told everybody, and I put the ads up there showing you way before time. It's not the point I want to be right. It's the point that it is right. And with the COVID, and we understand, my family understand here, we understand it's going to be here for almost 5-6 years, maybe longer, maybe a little short. But we understand that we were given it's going to be COVID 25. That means 20 up to 5 years. Another guy has said CO 22, which is 2 years. That's still long, This year, next year, still long.
This is not something that we wanted, because we had our own things. We had our own business that we were coming up with and everything, and now we got put to a screeching halt. We were on our way to rent out houses and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just not something we wanted. We wanted to take our kids out. Our kids wanted to go places. We were ready to travel, go on cruises, and it just everything halted.
Just
right
like it, pretty much all of y'all life, it came to a screeching halt. So I'll try to. I should have emailed you most of them ads, but most of y'all probably see the ads that I post on there. They basically economical ads, and big companies are getting out of here. You have to take
Levi's
precautions.
is huge.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all know when they were established, but Levi's is.
It was 1905, I believe. It's on the jeans.
But yeah, I
in
think
the back.
that's
I think
a
it's something
long
like that.
time.
Yeah. So, most people, the conspiracy theorist people will say, "Oh, nobody wore Levi's." I know a lot of people still wear Levi's.
Anybody that's cowboy, that go on trail rides, that run horses and stuff, because you need durable denim. It's not just the name brand; it's the durability that you need.
Yes, the
So
thread
that's
count.
huge.
So,
And what was the other one? The suits company,
yeah, not the Men's Warehouse, the other one. I can't remember.
Joseph A. Banks.
Yeah, Joseph A. Banks was one of them,
Yeah.
and another. But like I said, they all on my page. If you have a business and it's not pre-COVID, and what I mean by that, if you're not feeding people, if you're not doing anything like masks or things that's gonna basically be in a COVID situation, you need a side hustle, and we're gonna get to that. So go ahead to the messages on Messenger, and we'll get to that, and we'll talk about those things that you could be doing on a side hustle, and of course, being the best employee you can be. I was told that by the older guy.
Right now, making masks is probably the best
Yeah.
side hustle. We see people on the side of the streets doing it in
That's
parking
Home
lots.
Depot, parking lot,
they
everywhere
working
you
it
go.
out.
Yeah, they got dollar masks, they got $5 masks, they got $10 masks. They have all the
Gucci
things
masks.
that you need.
They doing everything, whatever you like to portray your favorite
Mhm.
sports. So that's one of the that's almost better than bricks
Yeah.
right now.
And by the way, I was also be attacked. I was attacked by one religious person. And that religious person was like, "Well, I pray. Well, we all need to pray. But that person attacked me like I'm not that individual. I ignored it, of course, because I'm bigger than that. But that person attacked me like that prayer. Like I'm saying that individual. Like that individual was saying to me that her prayer keeps her protected. Well, to me, that was selfish. I think, when I pray for a lot of people. I don't pray if I don't know what's wrong. I don't throw my energy out there. Just say, Jennifer, they say, y'all pray for us. Me personally, for who I am, for me, Tony, I have to know where to direct my energy, and so I may do like an overall prayer for family while I'm outside, but I like to direct my energy toward that particular healing. It works best for me. I'm not saying what you should do. I'm telling you what it do for me. So go ahead on the number one. Oh, any question?
No, they will just come in as we were going. Okay.
Okay, so the first basic necessities in a depression. And by the way, my grandmother told me what a depression was, and she told me how her and my grandpa lived through the depression. So to say I haven't been there, no, I haven't been through a depression, a financial depression, but she explained to me. So I'm going to take the knowledge that I know from someone that was a family member of mine and other older people that, I hang around, and I'm going to portray it in a modern way. So the first four things, go ahead, Jim, that's the top. That's the first four major things that you need to survive, period, is...
You have generator, which
No,
you
it's
touched
at
on
the
that.
top.
Oh, food, water, shelter, and energy.
Those are the four main things that that we're gonna cover. And then after that, number one is a generator. In COVID situations and people who have ventilators and what else? What else they have that breathing machines.
Well, your icebox number one.
Yeah,
Because if
yeah,
you
that's-
have
that's
meat,
one.
in your freezer and all of that, you need to keep that stuff running as long as possible. And
Yeah.
I know gas get hard because we already been there where we had to be in line for
Which
like
one was
3
that?
hours.
Rita. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Rita. So that's
3 hours for some gas.
Yeah.
And fighting people, by the way.
yeah.
That was
And I
crazy.
had to hit somebody. They tried to come in front of me, and I bumped their car out the way because me
I
and
think
Jennifer.
she was a male lady. She
Yeah.
was getting off work and thought she could just come skip because her friend was holding a space for her in line. I'm like, this is not high school. We
Right.
trying to get gas. You might get the last of the gas and you skip.
Yeah,
and
we've
we
been there
ain't
about
been in
3
line
hours.
For 3 hours.
Yeah, and so generators number one, 4 to for this weekend. If it comes this way, I don't know, but we're talking about post pre-op depression area also. But these will cover like the things you need for a hurricane and stuff like that. So the second one is
Water filter.
is water filter, because even now it's a lot of people that's around here in our community that's not open, like what's that up there, the courthouse and stuff like that. They're not open.
I mean,
So-
even in the middle of nowhere, we didn't have no rain or anything. A water main bust in Houston, flooded everything, and all the water was nasty.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's not even a storm. So just, you know, to have a water filter is just pertinent now because little things are happening. You could wake up in the morning and they tell you don't drink your water.
Yeah, and just having the little 5 gallon thing that people put all their change in, maybe 1 or 2 of those, it'd be perfect. You know, not telling anyone to spend a lot of money, but you never know. I drink tea, so I can't be using all these bottles of water. It take how many? 2 to a little bitty, maybe
Right.
not even half a gallon of tea.
Two of these bottles for the whole family is gone in one meal. Actually.
Yeah. So, you know, we do a lot of things with bottled water because of where we located. We don't drink our well water. So we cook with it. We wash fruits and things like that off. You know, we don't use our well water to do things like that. That's just us. So having maybe 1 or 2 of those 5 gallon water, clean water things or reverse osmosis thing will be fine. And you know, in worst case scenario, if the city, where did that happen when the city thing broke and then people had to boil their water?
Houston.
That was Houston. Yeah, they had to boil their water. So, you know, think about those things while you have an opportunity to get these things. My main thing is, what if you don't start now and then you out like me and Jennifer was doing trying to get gas? If me and Jennifer would always practice getting 10 gallons of gas every week, you know, rotate it, put it in the car, fill it back up, we wouldn't have had to be in that gas station for 3 hours like that. So get in the habit of practicing doing things like that. You know, what's number? We're going to number 3.
Rainwater system.
Yeah, in a rainwater system, it could be a lot of. If you got your Berkeley water filter, whatever water filter, say you go to Academy and you get the little straw water filter. That straw, it can rainwater. You can drink rainwater. It filters like 99% of micro parasitic things and everything like that. And it's just something to have. Even your rainwater catchment can do your plants and things like that. So, okay, that's on rainwater.
Okay, the next one was a medical kit.
And medical kit, mine's basically is vitamins, 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 and vitamins. And I say to Jay Matoir, hey, Jay Matoir, that's what we use. I'm confident in my vitamin C, my vitamin D. We have in our medical, which is natural medicine. We have chocolate mushroom and we have elderberry. We are almost, how much percent you are if we had caught COVID? How much percent you think is it to you that it would fix you, work on you?
I'm 100%.
I'm 100%. So, you know,
in the first place, the only way you can get sick is through a broken down immune system. Somewhere in your system, something is broken. So the whole point of hocking yourself up on vitamins is to not get caught. You know, it's like going out in a war zone with no gun, but you know everybody got guns.
And we are in a war. That's the issue.
Yeah,
we are in a war. You know, you're in the war for your finance. You're in the war to keep your house. You're in the war to keep your whole life, your mental capacity, your job.
I was just talking to somebody today that was saying that, you know, they don't want to be exposed out there in the world. They're trying to stay in the house, but they have to go to work. You know, they don't want to lose their job. They got to pay bills. You know, this is the reality. You know, so you do have some people that are trying to stay home, but they can't because they have to go out and work. Yeah. And they have to go buy groceries.
They have to go in the battlefield. Right. And I try to keep up. I follow China. I go to their news. I go to India news. So I get a better insight on all the rioting and things like that. You know, I keep up with all those. Sometimes I feel like I'm annoying the family when I'm listening to the Chinese news and the Indian news, but those are some of the things that allow me to know that U.S. is not prone to a disease of a disease of health, any of those things
but you probably feel like that because I don't really look at it with you, but I look at that stuff when you're not at home. You know, I already have done my due diligence for what I be looking for. You know, as far as, okay, what types of foods are in danger? What do I need to be growing that's not going to be, you know, here? Stuff like that.
Well, let's give them.
If I can't grow it, what do I need to stop eating?
Let's give them one. Which two going to be extinct?
They said chocolate, coffee.
Chocolate and coffee is going to be extinct. We don't know when. I'll tell y'all now. I'll give it to you
I
now.
have already broke myself off of chocolate, and y'all, I am a chocolate lover, and I have broke myself from that because I don't want the suffering. Because when you are hankering for chocolate, you could hurt somebody.
And coffee. So, I know a couple of my buddies that drink coffee every morning. So we were told coffee, and due to the weather pattern that we are having, coffee and chocolate will be
We actually had coffee plants, but we didn't take it serious. We bought them like 2-3 years ago.
That was 5 years ago. We was over
was
in
it that long?
Yeah, we was
it
in Madera.
was a while ago.
Yeah. So we had coffee
like
plants.
15 of them, but I think we was working on and off and stuff, and we just didn't take it seriously. Like, it's just coffee. But now I'm like, oh my God, we should have took those trees.
I bought a couple of cans of coffee, and I got them stored up under the bed and stuff like that, just for those days when you want to wake up, smell coffee, drink a coffee. Now I'm gonna run through these lists again about why we,
Hey, Nelwyn, and who else is that? Oh,
Nelwyn. Oh, that's Sweeties. Nelwyn. Hey, Nelwyn. Hey, Sweeties. Charles. That's Charlotte. That's Charlotte in Louisiana. I'll be back down there after this storm. Okay, so go back to the other.
All right. So something else on the list is rice. You said rice.
Yeah, rice.
Beans.
Yeah, rice and beans, because they store for like maybe 2-3 years. If you properly store your rice, you can do things like that. Now these things here, y'all, like I say, they could be just for temporary time, and if you don't need them, or you scared about a kill date, hey, give them to the food bank. The food bank need food. I've done research on that. These food banks are in dire need of food right now. So, if you go out and buy a couple of preps, and you feel like you had them and nothing goes down within the time of a kill date, donate them. They'll love to have it. The only thing in rice that you lose flavor. That's about the only thing. You can season rice, but any of these preps that we telling you for is in your canned goods and stuff like that, you feel it's getting too close, hey, donate those things. Okay.
Canned soup.
Yeah, canned soup. That's well, I'm saying it wrong, but anyway, that one there overall is basically a medicine to me. When that upset stomach comes and things like that. Even now, today I went by about 10 cans of chicken noodle soup just to have, and just in case the storm do come our way.
Because when the kill date come, we are going to get rid of them, because we've been through that before where we already did the test of how long could you keep cans, you know, in certain conditions, hot, cold. We done all that, so when expiration time come, they gone and we recirculate.
Yeah, and so we giving you our experience, from our loss of the things that we had to get rid of, so take it from us. We're giving you dates and time, And
don't store tomatoes in the can. That's just my advice. We have tried that. Yeah. And it just, even when we get new ones, we bought a brand new one.
Well, it's because of the quality we use. It just tastes like a can. The kill date wasn't bad, but it's just when you get to eating certain fruit, which we call freshly grown.
Well, we get tomatoes usually in the jar, the glass jar, and you can taste the difference. It's horrible.
Yeah. So get you a couple of cans from Dollar General. I use Dollar General. Yeah. They 50 cents, so it's 2 for $1. I get those, and like I say, I eat them. If I feel like Jennifer don't want to cook, I said, Jennifer, just pop me a can of chicken noodle soup up, and I'm good. But I got those for emergency purpose. I'm the type of individual, I believe a depression is coming. I know a depression coming, and I'll be ready for that depression to the best of my ability. Will we have 100% of our preps? No, we'll never be 100% ready.
Hey, Angela. And we getting ready. We are getting ready. She said be safe during the storm.
Okay, so we need to go back to the, no more questions. We're going to go back to the list. And like I say, y'all, I'll repeat those lists. I'll repeat all of those lists. Let's see, who is that? Excuse me, y'all, 1 second. No. Okay, let me go back. And I just want to make sure I can see those things. So we're going to go back to the list.
Okay, I'm just trying to catch up since we haven't
and so like I say, my thing is, I come on I put my reputation on mine. So you won't be the individual that's out in the stores like me and Jennifer was in Louisiana looking for tissue. We wasn't looking for tissue pre-COVID. We was just looking for tissue. Hey, we need tissue. We go to the store. There's no more tissue. So
I seen one guy that he came in the store. He started cussing because he just wanted some bread. He said, "God dang it, I just wanted to make a sandwich."
yeah.
And he couldn't find no bread anywhere. So
Yeah, so we just don't want any of you who joining us, if you could take the opportunity just to spend a little bit on those pre-posts, those pre stock up things, you don't have to worry about that. You would already have them. Now here at home, we had tissue, so we didn't have that problem. Because I don't like running to the store getting tissue. Go buy 10
I
of
don't
them.
even like asking nobody to give me tissue. I like it to be in the bathroom already.
Right.
Leave me alone.
So we just want everybody to have those things already ready. Now, if you cool without having power for 2 weeks and things like that, if a storm come or if we have a depression, hey, by all means, do that. So what was the other thing?
Peanut butter.
Yeah, peanuts. We already know. Now, peanut butter don't store that long. Maybe a year or two, like that, depending on how you store it in your particular location, house, atmosphere, or whatever. But it's a good fill up.
It's good protein.
Yeah, and it has the right, good.
Especially if you don't have meat.
Yeah.
That's the alternative.
So that and also eating peanut butter. Everybody know you need water. You gotta have good water when you eat peanut butter. So what's the next one?
Salt, sugar, and yeast.
Those are 3 essentials to me: salt, sugar, and yeast, because you can do so much if you got kids.
Flavor, dessert, and
yeah,
bread.
little candies and
Cakes.
Breads, buns, and things like that. So those are things you need to have a little bit more, and rotate them if you buying maybe 3 pounds of sugar, 4 pound bag of sugar. Because I buy sugar. I buy maybe 4 or 5 when I go to the store. I don't go to the store buy 1 pound of sugar and then have to run back. I buy a couple of them. I say, hey, Jennifer, get 3 of them. So we can have those things because I like my sweet tea.
You have milk.
That's powdered milk.
Oh, powdered
Yeah,
milk.
you can versatile with
that's
that.
something we had a problem finding was powdered milk because I use that to make like the fettuccine sauce and I use it to make the biscuits and bread. So I do need the powdered milk for those little things.
Yeah, and for individuals that don't do those things and maybe maybe veganism would be best for you. Maybe salads and things like that.
Tortillas, that's just the tortilla and the tortilla flour and water is all you make with that.
Yeah.
You don't need water.
But I mean, what I'm saying is, being a vegan or whichever the other one,
they need
hey,
less than we do.
you can, hey, by all means, if that suits you. But number 10 was vitamins. I had that under medicine. But make sure you have your vitamin. It works perfect. It's times that my energy level, me at 48 years old, I don't know how many people join us, maybe that age or older, but at 48, those vitamins, with me getting up early in the morning, because I think I got up and worked every day for 2 weeks early in the morning to get home to 12, 8 in the morning to 12. And those vitamins had me pretty good. I only had one day where my eyes was just clicking, where I was pretty tired, but I was in heat for 3 days straight. So those vitamins, I have the testimony on the vitamins that it pulled me out of a sluggish mood, And so what we got on the next one?
You had, I tried to remember it and I still got lighters and matches.
Yeah, lighters and matches essential for people like us out in the woods. People who like to, a lot of barbecue pits and things like that have automatic igniters on there, but you can never have too many lighters. And it was lighters and what?
Then you had lighters, matches, and then you had candles.
Yeah, candles.
And flashlights.
Yeah, candles and flashlight. Just to go to the generator, if it's night, you need a flashlight. Most of our phones do have it, but who knows if your phone's not charged up. I had candles and flashlights should be essential things in people's house. These things.
Nowadays, they got the flashlights you wind up.
Yeah,
now,
charge
so
if you can find it. That's if you can
Yeah.
find it. Maybe at Academy you can find it because trust me, it's a whole.
Break, don't they have those?
No,
they don't have them no more.
No,
Oh,
it's
man.
a whole bunch of preppers out here, and preppers are people that's prepared for anything, even though they may not be all the way prepared. They are prepared to survive for as food and some of the little bitty things that makes them comfortable. You have tons of preppers out here. Preppers are not crazy people. They're actually the frontline soldiers because they'll teach you what you need to know. Those individuals there will work. If we did have a depression today, all the soldiers would be the so-called senators and presidents because you have to go to those individuals to get the knowledge that you need. You won't. Most people don't have a library. I do have that on there, but books and things like that. But your preppers are going to be the ones that went out and experienced the actual thing. You got a lot of YouTubers and Googlers out there. A lot of people, oh, yeah, you know how to do it, but do you know how to physically do it? I get a lot of people telling me, oh, you got to do it like this, you got to do it like that, but never touched maybe a car in their life, you know. And you know me, I'm bigger than that, so I'm going to just be like, okay, go ahead, you know. Like that. So I don't get mad when they challenge me like that, but don't come to people if you don't have experience level at 10, 8, 9, and 10 and tell somebody how to fix a car. You know? Yeah, you seen it on YouTube, but YouTube and Google not gonna tell you for intermediate people to take 4 hours. For a person with mild experience, it take you 2. And the person with experience, it take you 1 hour. You know? So, you know, that really irks me that we don't have that skill-minded set no more where, you know, you have a whole bunch of people coming saying, I know how to do this, and they Google and YouTube people, meaning they went and found their information here. Do I use YouTube? Sure, if it's something I never did before. But I'm not going to tell someone how to do something that I never actually had physical experience or talked to someone and that person actually walking me through the whole process.
So next you have wood, blankets, and
sleeping
bags.
Wood would be essential for a lot of reasons. It's power down, you know, for burning. What else wood could be used for? You barbecue.
Well, I know after the flood, a lot of people was burning. They were just burning, period. Like, you know, not just burning stuff out of the house. They were burning right in their front yards.
You know, having a little, you know, not a whole core, but some wood is valuable. You know, especially having a tarp to keep that wood dry. We've been through that.
Yeah.
We had a fireplace and our wood got wet in the winter. And we had options, but we wanted to burn the fireplace and we had wet wood. We couldn't, that's that snow.
Yeah, we had steam. Yeah, it was snowing outside. We had steam coming off the wood.
Yeah, it actually was
it was
trying
like
to backflow
a humidifier in the house or something.
Yeah, and it
like
smokes.
Crazy.
So we didn't know if our chimney was upright or what, but you know, we found out that it was wet wood. And that was the experience we went through. You know, I never had owned a fireplace and used it thoroughly like that. So that's the experience that we got. Keep your wood dry.
Blankets and sleeping bags.
Yeah, blankets and sleeping bags would be extra, just for extra, for those times where the lights do click off and things.
Say stop looking like that. Well done. I guess I got the serious face on.
The blankets for the times that the power do cut off in the cold part, because people, we a lot of people, you know, like I say, we on solar. I have to reiterate that. A lot of people depend on other people, you know, and I was the type, when I was young, I wanted to move out in the country. I had a fear. Like, where would I get my power from? You know, of course, we wasn't in this era. And so once they introduced solar panels to me in a way to purchase, it was over with. That was over with. Where you at? Oh, I'm in Colorado in the mountains. How do y'all get power? How do you get water? I don't have those problems no more. I am so happy to have got over those fears, because I like moving. I like going here. If I find land up in Colorado, I'm gone. And the family like it, I'm out of here. You know,
I have no problem with moving to the mountains, but if I got to deal with bears and mountain lions, we got a problem.
It won't bother me.
Because somebody getting shot. I'm not gonna be trying to preserve wildlife. None of that. I don't want none of that around me, especially with children. I can't do it.
I will get out of here in a minute. I will move in a heartbeat. Like if it was just me and Jennifer, we probably would stay here. We still probably would have this, but we probably would have multiple spots, you know, where we can put an RV at and go there for about 6 months like that. I'm a traveler. I like to travel. Okay, go ahead.
Hang that cougar in the front yard for the other animals.
Wood, blankets. Remember the cold coming. The cold come and before we go to that, like I say with my fear, I have to have some type of control where I won't let them down. Now Jennifer might be the opposite, where she may say, "Well, Tony, I trust what you do with the solar, but just my family and me trusting someone to have my power on, have my water to me, I can't do that, y'all. I have a problem with that." So go ahead.
The next one was
Sun Oven. Yeah,
What's the Sun Oven?
That's like the one with the magnetic thing we got, right? I mean, like that optional way to cook your food, people. Optional way, camping
barbecue
gear.
pit, something like that.
Yeah, like that. So, and the next one is a fan. You have nowadays like our fan. We have battery powered fans. Our fans work. We don't have no battery.
The battery.
We our fans work on batteries. We got big fans too. It's gonna be heavy. It's gonna be heavy. But I'll tell the kids to bring them. But our fans.
We got it screwed on the wall.
Bring your battery. Bring your Ryobi battery. And so we got these fans. You kind of showing it a little bit.
Yeah, there you go, right there.
Yeah, let me show it to y'all. See it?
This is a huge fan and it's blowing.
And it works on a battery. And you can plug it up hybrid, and it's only like 60 watts. This is the battery, and you can click that battery, and it'll show you the battery. And how long did it run? How long?
For hours.
Yeah, it's pretty much half a day.
For hours.
Half a day off this battery. And
now, if you got it on high, it's gonna be a little less. But
maybe
at nighttime,
6 hours.
You're not gonna have this on high. Me and Tony have to turn the fan off. It gets like
you
AC cold.
Yeah, you'll definitely be on your cover. So. These here also work all the power tools. You have many other options with them. This is the Ryobi brand. I don't get nothing for saying Ryobi, but they have multiple things, multiple
I just like
tools.
Ryobi.
Yeah, they pretty much. But like I say, that fan will have you under them covers. You be by 12 o'clock, you start reaching for them covers, and all day long, if you under the fan, you good. So and like I said with Rita, we suffer.
Yeah,
we suffer with Rita. And I feel like, me personally, I let my family down. I just sold a generator. I probably would have had to fight to get gas. But, knowing me, I'd have siped something out of a car that was in the yard, So we would have had power.
You've done that before. I see you did it
before. Remember, have all your little things ready. So we'll go to the next one. Fan.
Okay. Hand.
That's hand sanitizer and a mask.
Oh.
And those for certain times when you don't have water. Just say the water was out and you didn't have water. You can wash.
I know they saying they got things with the hand sanitizers, but I'm sorry, if you don't have no soap or nothing, hey, that's what it is. It's just
alcohol. We'll just say alcohol. Have alcohol on hand. Things
even
like
if
that.
it's drinking alcohol, I wouldn't want to waste it like that. But
and these are things. These are things you don't want to open. You want to mark them with a black. You want to. Excuse me.
I think I got that.
Okay, but anyway, you want to take your black marker and you want to put on there, PrEP, life insurance, things like that. So you'll know how to rotate those things like that. They won't be open until you get rid of the other one, and you can rotate. But alcohol, you can keep alcohol for years. There's no time limit on alcohol.
Okay, you got everybody know toilet paper. I don't think nobody.
Yeah. I didn't even want to put that, y'all, and I didn't want to talk about the toilet paper era because everybody went through the toilet paper era.
Okay, what's that? Basic heat care stuff.
Healthcare.
Oh, healthcare.
Yeah, basic healthcare things. And basically we were saying hand sanitizer, soap, things like that, because as everybody pretty much is paycheck to paycheck right now, unless you're some type of celebrity. Basically, everybody's paycheck to paycheck or have their money stored where it's not reachable.
Now, if you have a child that get hurt or something, like a scratch or a major cut or something, alcohol not going to work. They're going to holler. So you might want to have something a little more sensitive, like peroxide or iodine. Those things are cheap.
Yeah, the basic kit is what I meant by that. Band-Aids, things like that. Because we didn't have cheap Band-Aids, remember, that don't even stick, And
I used alcohol on a cut yesterday, y'all, and I had to bite a towel or something.
That was 70%, though. I think that was the 70%.
That was tough.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah,
You got
radio.
radio.
Yeah, radio
batteries.
with batteries. Radio and battery. Those are things. Nowadays we have batteries. Not necessarily these, but you're able to test the batteries and see how good they are and things like that. So having
Yeah, on a Ryobi, the radio lasts all day long.
yeah. If I
All
put
day.
this on the radio, oh, it'll last all day long.
Okay, and you got solar charger?
Yeah, solar charger for your cell phone. They have cell phone solar chargers where you could just, put the solar charger outside, bring it in and it's charged, or plug it up, and then you have power all day long for your cell phone.
You got tarps and pocket
Yeah.
knives.
We went through tarps. Tarps can catch rainwater. Tarps can keep your wood, from getting wet.
Knives.
Knives, having different sort of knives that come in handy that you can have on you. A lot of people say, well, I have knives, but
Ryobi comes from Home Depot.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
online. You could order it from Ryobi. But, different types of knives, that you can have on you doing all kind of activities like outside and stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm responding to her thing.
Yeah, so you want to make sure you have all those things. But basically, I want, me, I like to prepare people financially. It's not looking good, people, while she doing that. It's not looking good. I can tell you almost right now, I'll give you a percentile, like 92% percentile that something's big gonna go down. Life will change again as you know it. It will change again, and I stick by that. I put my reputation out there to do this, to be able to bring you in, to decipher those buzzwords. I really need those articles because I had a lot of buzzwords for you, But let's go to the next one.
You did knives.
Axe.
Okay,
Axe.
shovel. I think rakes, all that stuff
Yeah,
you need.
I meant to get those rakes today. They were $8.
I saw you look at them. I
Yeah,
thought the price
Yeah,
was too
rakes.
high.
To rake up certain things you need. To clean your area. That's number one for me. I like to be clean around my area outside. So
Yeah,
rakes.
because when the hard times happen, snakes and stuff get to moving around.
Yeah.
When storms and stuff hit, so you
Yeah.
gotta do your cleanup.
And oh, by the way, when she said snakes, I'm in a neighborhood that some of y'all live in. Not like the areas like us, and it was a snake. I mean, the whole complete neighborhood, 2-story houses, nice car, got snakes. I didn't want to say nothing to alert the individual because they scared of them, but got snakes, people.
Well,
There's
you
snakes
had
everywhere.
one house where you was helping somebody, and she said she was just out there doing the bushes, and she saw a big snake and took
Yeah.
off.
Well,
that was
I
it
mean,
for her. She
my
had
brother-
to let her husband do it.
Yeah,
out
in
there.
my brother's house, it was a big snake, and me and Jennifer couldn't even find a shovel, and usually the shovel be in the garage.
Yeah.
And I'm in that house. I did the floors, so the floors was clean, nice garage. I painted it black, put lights in it. The whole garage looked like a house. And man, I walked around that car, and it shocked me because I wasn't expecting a big snake like that. Where were you? I called you.
Yeah, that snake was like 3 feet long.
No, that
That was
snake was
bigger than
longer than
3
that.
feet?
Yes.
He was halfway in the wall by the time I
Yeah,
got
by
there.
the time
so
Jennifer
I saw
got there.
3 feet.
Yeah, and this is a big old house, you all. And I mean, everywhere around this huge houses, no woods, period. And so you got snakes. So that was the thing about keeping the area
Yeah.
clean like that. So, and remember in Scenic Wood on
Yeah.
Cato,
Yeah.
I just opened the door, snake run up in the house.
Yep.
Went in the wall like that snake at Stave House. Just went in the wall, and we tried to get him out, but we couldn't.
That's crazy. Then you have candy jars and cash.
Yeah, and work gloves. You got to keep
Oh.
cash on you. Everybody know this is one of the things that's dangerous. That we're going to that system. That cashless system. And when this internet go down, you have to have cash. You have to have cash, and remember, you always got to have your silver. You have to have your silver. This one can be broken half into quarters. I'm gonna try to let you see it. Let me see. Y'all probably seen it already. Let me turn it this way. See?
There you go.
There you go. It can be broken into 4 quarters. I already explained the 4 states back in 2012 that said they will allow this to be food. You know, and I hope it don't come, and I wish it don't come, but I'm not crazy. I know it's coming.
Okay, so now that was it for that.
Okay, so just
So
go.
did you say candy jars?
Yeah, we got candy jars, work gloves. So let me go back.
Send it.
So I'm gonna go back over the list of things that you would need to have as your life insurance policy for a depression. A generator, and that generator does this thing has generators too. You pop the battery on it, and it gives you 300 watts, 3,000 watts, whatever type you like.
And for the women, for the single women, they do not necessarily have to have pull string generators no more. You got push buttons now. You just push the button because I cannot turn the generator on.
That's the gas. But we have generators that can go in your house that do not cut on like engines. So a generator, water filter, rainwater system, and rainwater system just means some form of barrel on the side of your house catching rainwater. That's it. Nothing special.
Yeah, if the water off, you might need to flush your toilet.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. Just little things to make you comfortable.
Yeah,
you know?
and we already know, P is ammonia. And that ammonia gets strong,
And it can kill you.
Yeah.
It can make you sick.
So let me go without stopping. 1, generator, water filter, a rainwater system, a medical kit, rice and beans, canned soup, peanut butter, salt, sugar, and yeast, powdered milk, vitamins, lighter, matches, flashlight candles, wood, blanket or sleeping bag, a sun oven, fan, hand mask and sanitizer, which pretty much everybody got, toilet paper, basic healthcare stuff. Women and men, healthcare stuff. Like me, I can't go too long without shaving. Radio, batteries, solar charge, a tarp, pocket knives, an axe, and they have little axes. Work gloves. That's to keep your hand from getting infected. Yeah.
Because if your hands get rough, now everything you touch is gonna literally be going into your skin.
Canning jars, cash. Cash is gonna be essential. You're gonna need that one. Know how to change your diet.
That's a whole nother.
This is if we can't when we come to I'm gonna say for me when my family come to the depression. For you all, if it come to you all, know how to change your diet so you won't get sick. A lot of things are not going to be there, like high fructose corn syrup, things that people used to, soy, things like that. Hunt and fish, have some type of source where you know how to hunt and fish. Just going out there throwing, a worm on, it's not going to be good enough. You got to know when the tide coming. And, you got to know a lot of factors.
What time do fish actually start jumping? Because if they not active, you just wasting your time.
Right. Library or DVDs. A library, we're in the modern ages. Most people, you can get DVDs of everything you ever imagine. You don't have to keep all the books. Don't get stressed out. That's key. We have a lot of people that left already. One of the key things, don't get stressed out. It's a way, it's resources, it's people you can contact, and those people will help you through anything. I use people all the time. Extra clothes, we have those. We have clothes for our kids to grow up in age, because remember, a lot of places that's going bankruptcy now are clothing stores, right?
Right.
So where are you going to get your clothes? Okay. Finances, take care of your finances. Get out of debt. Downsize. Don't be scared to downsize. If you're in something and you have an inkling, if you have that one inkling, maybe that prayer that you said that night, maybe the relief for that prayer is coming to say, hey, Tony Jean, y'all downsize. We're not building right now, right? Nope. We're not building no house. We're not crazy. So we downsize for a little while. Nothing wrong with that. A side hustle. Have some kind of way that you can hustle. Mask. Be one of the first ones in line so you could be like Gucci. You could be like Louis Vuitton. That means that you've been there so long. I recommend you to people, which I do a lot of people that's our Facebook friends. I hey, anybody got a Louis Vuitton bag? Go here, go there. So I do a lot of that. You'll never know. Okay, so have a side hustle.
If cook,
That's
do
gonna
that
be
food
key.
truck. Me
Yeah.
and Tony just seen a whole bunch of food trucks line up in a
What was
neighborhood.
that?
Over there off the Bellway.
Oh yeah, yeah. So off the Beltway, over in Atascocita, they have a vacant where they were gonna build a neighborhood. So the street there, we passed by a whole bunch of people lined up with their cooking cart, and you could just go in that little cuddle sack and come out
Yep.
and eat. So that's gonna
be
key.
a major hustle if you can cook.
Well, we know that.
Yeah.
We know that. Now,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you because we already know the city is gonna try to give them issues. We're reading the future. They're gonna try to give.
Drive off and go somewhere else
Right.
till they catch you.
But they're gonna try to give those people issues, but it's not gonna work. Food courts, masks, and what was another one that was gonna be?
People gonna need water. They might need ice trucks.
Yeah,
Screw all
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
know,
me and
got
you was
ice.
talking about that.
Yep.
If you had an ice, baby,
I
get
remember
the
when
ice.
we was in that storm, people was looking for ice. They
$3.
were willing to pay $10
Yeah, that's
for
right.
a bag
It was
of
high.
ice.
Yeah, it was high.
$10
Yeah.
for a bag of ice.
Mm-hmm. So have a side hustle, skills. Your skills will feed you. The things that you know will feed you. It's a lot of people putting their hands, dapping their hands and gardening right now and finding out certain issues. We're finding out that we got to move some hours to a certain location due to the sun, because this is our first year doing it here. We have a lot of success, but we know now not to clear too many trees out because that sun is a new sun. We grew up under the yellow sun. This is the LED sun. So now we learned that information. Now I know how to clear out certain area. And right there where the garden is, I'm allowing, hold on, y'all, excuse me. I'm allowing a tree to grow where we have that hot spot. So
Right.
next year that tree will be able to actually,
Right,
you know.
like we have a lot of avocados, but the avocados are telling me which ones are in the right spot. You know, we have certain ones that are super green, another one got yellow leaves, and they all get the same amount of water and everything. It's that sunlight. You have to
Yeah.
have that perfect spot. Like even our grapes have to be moved because the grapes like
Yeah.
sun.
And we doing a greenhouse, so we're gonna be able to make sure that we cover a lot of those issues with the greenhouse. We're not gonna do glass. We're gonna do screen. That way it'll be able to breathe through the summer because it's just too hot for glass. I might do half glass and half at the top screen.
Mhm.
And so skills was one, and tobacco and coffee. You would be able to get from here to China if
Yeah,
you
when
had
we
to.
were staying in Shepherd, they broke into the grocery store to take the cigarettes. I'm
Mhm.
sorry.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
if you figured out what type of thing or just had enough properly stored stuff like that, you would be able to get someone to take you from and they always say drugs. No. If you got cigarettes, you can go anywhere you want to go. You can go here to Mexico, somebody take you. So cigarettes, tobacco, and coffee. And tutoring, teachers. Here we go, teachers. Why are teachers? You can start your own business now. Okay, hey, here we go, man. Online tutoring.
Zoom.
Certified teacher. Here you go, me and Jennifer. We started our business. Jennifer got 10 kids, whatever they allow you to have. 10 kids. I have 10 kids. She in the other room. She's on her computer. I have mine on my computer. And you can tutor. Teachers, you're not going back to school.
We don't want you to go back to school.
We sure don't.
You know, we got so many teachers in his family and my family. No.
Yeah.
You know, I got enough family members that's passing away. You know, and even Tony do. So, you know, just separately, you know, Davis and Thomas. It's like, come on, y'all.
Yeah, people will pay you to tutor their kid. Now, we've actually been in a house like a year or two ago where a tutor came by. And we actually watched that person get tutored.
Mm-hmm.
We actually watched one of our other nephews take a tutoring on swimming. So, people, side hustles. I'm going to be here. I'm going to tell you, man, Tony said that.
Before my daughter graduated, she was tutoring people in algebra. You know, I was like, you doing what? And, you know, I knew she was good at math because she made straight A's in everything she did. But she was actually tutoring people. And I'm like, wow, that could be a side job.
Yeah, and so you know, what she's saying, if you get comfortable with the job you have, because it's a lot of jobs like I say, one of my friends from the airline, she seen my article. She hit me up. She said, Tony, I'm one of them 28 furloughed. I said, wow, what are you going to do now? She said, well, I'm going to go home and enjoy my life. That's what she told me. So, hey, don't be one of them people that think your job is going to always be there. Make sure you have something on the side. Me, I do houses, but trust me, when it gets to the dangerous point where it's going to be too expensive or I can't get to the hospital and I can hurt myself doing what I'm doing, I have chickens out here. I'm going to sell chickens. I'm going to sell eggs, whatever it's going to take to compensate that type of income that I was bringing in. I'm ready. I'm going to have fruits, vegetables, things like that. So, and we got teachers. I'm trying to explain something to you, teachers. You need to move now. Teachers need to move now. Anybody that's in a school system need to move now. You need to start making optional plans now. Hey, make it a hobby. And if your teacher job leaves, then you'll already have your hobby where you're able to make that money. I'm warning you. So we have also the teachers can be also knowledge in gardens. A teacher can be a person that can help you, assist you when if the internet down and you don't have that information. Like we got a lot of experience in gardening and stuff in area climates and stuff like that. What'll take, what won't take. So a teacher is not just one who's in the classroom. You could be a teacher from mechanic. You could do a live tutorial right now. Hey, my car broke. Okay, let me walk you through it.
Which we seen one guy that did that on YouTube. He literally was teaching people how to fix cars on YouTube, and people was sending him money like $5, $10, $20 just for his advice on how to fix a car.
Yeah.
That
and
was live on YouTube.
Yeah, it would have cost him. It was actually the BMW form, and he was like, "Thank you, Jennifer, for the $10. Thank you for the 10." But he was giving them information because half of those BMW cars, all cars have some type of issue for his alternators always going out, things like that. And that guy had the information because I've dealt with him myself.
He made like a paycheck.
He made a paycheck right.
In a couple hours.
Yeah, so that's why we were trying to do our YouTube so we can have an optional thing, but we can't get our subscribers up. And I don't work hard on it. I kind of like being out in the field, doing what I do, talking to people. But, this video here will go up. And so, and number 13 was help other people. Help other people. You call. If we able to help, we will help. You have to help. Period. And that goes along with pray. Pray. And not for the one who attacked me for their individual self. The praying is as a family. As a group, as a family.
Most people call me though about plant stuff. That's usually what people call me about. But mine is a messenger type thing. Call me on Messenger because my phone don't work out here.
Yeah. So those are the things we wanted to cover. I have a lot of articles.
That's why I was telling you didn't send me the article.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll go back another day and do the articles. Most everybody see the article.
Only the main one though was new coronavirus mutation.
We told you.
Cause outbreaks to spread more quickly. Mm-hmm. Experts say.
Right. Experts say now. But me and Jennifer, the dummies, told you it was a bioweapon. It's gonna mutate. Oh, I had COVID. I'm fine. No, you're not. You're not fine. You're going to have it one time. You're going to have it 2 times. You're going to have it 3 times if you don't take precaution. I take vitamins every single day.
Get your immune system up. Even if you're not taking vitamins, change how you eat. Eating McDonald's every day is not going to fix your immune system. You got to make sure you get those salads, those fruits, those vegetables, because some people just natural. They don't want to take vitamins. They want to eat natural. Eat natural. However you get those vitamins, get them. You need them.
Yeah.
That's the only way your immune system can survive physically.
Yeah, it's a bioweapon, people. I can't post. My other phone got fried 2 times. Jennifer witnessed it. This is a new phone. I refuse to let it get posted. Fried again. Facebook was attacking me. My articles, I have to now leave links. I can't just screenshot a lot. I have to make sure that it's a viable source like that. Somebody probably even reported me, but Facebook did tell me on one thing that they made a mistake, that the post. you know, because when you own the something, you own the something. I put a post up about that from Plato.
Yeah, they said it was false, and then they came back and found out it was not false. We do not put out false information.
I give you facts. I don't work. I was taught to not go on theories. I was taught how to go on facts. Do your research. Find out. I do that for all of you. You know, for whoever watched the video and whoever followed, I'm giving you facts. I could come out and tell you pretty much everything that's going to happen, but I don't want to put fear in people.
It is a fact that pharmaceuticals, they only work on the symptoms. They do not work on the cure. It's only to stop you from having the headaches, but it does not stop what causes the headaches. It is a fact. You can look that up and they tell it to you. They tell it right to your face. It's not a hidden thing. It's just people don't look for, certain things.
Yeah, and so as we run out a lot of stuff, like she touching on that, hey, make sure you have the things that you're going to need. Get off of those things that you can get off of. Start taking them down. And
it's okay to take amoxicillin, just don't overtake it. Like, every time your nose running, you jump on amoxicillin. That's how it mutates right then and there.
Yeah, but COVID will be here for a while. It's a lot of. I lost 8 people on my timeline this month. 8 people that I know.
I don't even know how many I lost, y'all. I lost count at some point. Usually I keep up, but I got too many people on my timeline.
Yeah, and it was and they were COVID related. From when people tell me the lungs, the oxygen levels, things like that, I already know what that be. Especially if the person don't have no precondition like cancer or nothing like that, lung cancer. These people were perfectly. The last 2 weeks, it hurt my heart because that was one of my best friends, and then her nephew died after that. That hurt my heart. But she was, she kept calling me, Tony, and I didn't get to see her before she passed, so that kind of hurt me there, because I didn't fulfill a destiny that I was supposed to fulfill because I know I was supposed to be there. I knew I was supposed to be there, and I don't know what I put in front of what was supposed to be so important. Where I didn't just stop by and say, "Hey, I didn't get to get mine."
We was getting off work late.
Yeah.
So it would either be like after dark, 9, 10 o'clock, and you be when we come back, but then we be like, darn, we gonna be late for work. It was always something.
Yeah. Cause like when we leave out of here 8 in the morning, we don't get home till 11, 12. Shooting out there to Houston and coming back. But yeah. So have your things ready, people. I don't know what the storm's gonna do. Practically, I don't even want to research the storm because they can do what they want to do.
I don't like going through rushing and preparing, getting water and all that, and then nothing happens. But at the same time, I don't like not rushing because I said nothing happens, and this is the time where it happens.
Yeah. So if you have all your preps already ready for storms, or we in hurricane season, been in hurricane season, if you have all those things and you practice having those things, it's kind of like our life insurance policy.
Get bikes, y'all. That's something else that's missing. Bikes is missing, and if you can find one, they are extremely high.
Yeah, I haven't seen them, so I don't know what they're going for. And so we have certain neighborhoods that a lot of activity, which is probably related to depression and anxiety. People are losing things that they worked all their life to get, and some people finally got on their feet, and now with COVID, they're losing their job. So, you have to be prepared. And I'm sorry, when I enter a certain neighborhood, I'm going to be prepared. I'm not, right now I don't carry anything. But when I enter a certain neighborhood, I'm going to be prepared because unlike maybe a lot of you all who may be at home, I see things. I'm out, me and Jennifer, we drive. We see wrecks. We see everything. So we're going to be strapped.
Driving is ridiculous. I don't know if y'all out there, because some of y'all might be quarantining, probably go straight to the store and home. But when I have to take him out to work, it is ridiculous how these people are driving. People drive bad all the time, but since COVID started, it's way worse.
It's wrecks every day. And I always say I'm going to have my phone ready to record for y'all, but I follow other people. Lord on here. Lord, one of them, I follow his news. Check on you people. I follow Grizzly Hood, New Peak. She shows a lot of things. So we get to see
all day
long.
y'all.
Yeah, and now it's not only wrecks, it's killing. So that's why I put the thing in. Depression will enter your vocabulary.
Hey, Claudine, don't
know.
get in no arguments with no strangers, y'all.
Yeah.
You don't know what nobody is going through right now.
Yeah. And so like I say, when a certain era come, a certain time, she's gonna be packing, I'm gonna be packing. If we have to enter, certain neighborhood, we're gonna pack. Like when I'm at a store, I'm not really.
I say any neighborhood. I don't care what it is.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, where it's high rated, where we see it, like that. We're gonna be packing because number one, it's a constitutional right, and you have a right to be here. If you harm no one and do nothing, and someone come up against my family, I'm gonna shoot first. I don't want to do that. I'm not that type of individual, but it's getting that bad, So that's just what it is.
Just something simple. We had an ambulance was coming down the street while we was driving a 75 mile zone. These people panicked. We had 2 lanes. The ambulance was in its own lane. The people in front of us panicked and they were wobbling like fishtailing. I'm like, Tony, they about to kill themselves.
Yeah. And
the thought process is off.
Yeah, and I forgive those people. Like I tell Jennifer, I forgive them. Because I'm not in that life that they may be in, and I've been there, and I know. Well, I physically gave up everything. I gave up all the money, the house. I gave it up. I pretty much, I heard a voice say, "You give it all up, you're gonna come to me, and you enjoy." And I enjoy it, people. I enjoy it. I know it may sound crazy to a lot of you, but and I had to get it the right way, and that was to start all over again. And I enjoy it. So we don't know what those individuals are doing. I may lost the people in my life because I chose to take my lifestyle down a little bit, and those people that were with me, far as who I was dating, didn't want to. But I heard the voice, I followed, I jumped off the cliff the whole night, and I enjoy it every single day. I have days where it's stressful, only due to the fact that I allow it to be stressful. Because I should, like I tell Jennifer all the time, don't worry about it, Jennifer. I'm going to pray for that person. I'm practicing on that instead of cussing them out, this and that. I pray for that person. I say, God, you give them the strength so they can work on themselves. And half the time I'll blame me. I say, God, ain't nothing wrong with that person. It's me. Because I could see that something's wrong with that individual. And so why would I respond negatively to a negative situation?
People might be losing their houses. People dying every day from corona. You don't know how many family members this person has lost.
Yeah.
They might know somebody that's sick. They might be sick themselves, might be worried about test results. You don't know what's going on. People are sensitive. Every day somebody gets shot or beat up. I got to say that every day. Saying it.
Every day. You be like, wow, I just was in here.
Facebook fights is off the chain.
Yeah. I run from all that. I don't want to see none of that. But, every day I be sitting there telling Jennifer, she been there maybe cooking or something. Like, man, Jennifer, these people dying. So, for them to get that 5, that Georgia, how you say, Georgia Guidestone.
Oh, yeah.
That
I never believed in that. I'm like, I just can't see nobody doing that. But, hey, here it is.
Yeah.
And another thing, people are not getting to go to funerals. So that alone got people on high alert. They ready to punch anybody because they didn't even get to see their mama put in the ground. So you got to be careful with the attitudes. We got to humble ourselves right now because it's just you this close to being on the news right now.
And I have a cutoff point. Everybody, I got a cutoff point where I'm gonna just stay home. It's before I put myself in harm's way, or anything like that, I got a cutoff point.
And a lady yelled at Antonia in the back seat.
Oh,
she in her car on the other side with her mask on doing this saying, put your seatbelt on. I'm like, lady, this is our car. But what she didn't realize was that Antonia is short. She had her seatbelt on. But because she couldn't see it, she kept pointing and,
honking
getting
her horn.
aggravated.
She honked her horn. So that could have been a confusing situation. That could have escalated. She could have
got out the car.
Yeah.
Put that child in a seatbelt. And she was in a seatbelt.
And that happened to us plenty of times where people wanted. I'm gonna tell you something. These kids are our kids, and I'll just say that like that. We have kings and queens. So You know, for the ones who want to research that, you go research that. But hey, man, you know, both of those situations, they could have escalated. They truly could have escalated. And so those are the reasons, probably, like I'm gonna say, it's gonna give a certain time where I'm not gonna move. You know, and that time is not far away. As you know, all of these businesses that I wanted to share today, but they're on my page, as those individual people are losing their jobs. It's thousands. If they're for 22 at American Airlines, I believe that's 22,000 people without a job.
Commit suicide.
You know,
please don't do that. It's really not that serious. It's not that serious.
It's not that serious because, you know, like I said, I had tons of money, but I gave it up. And I went without nothing, you know. And trust me, it was easy. Hard as I thought it was gonna be. To how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna pay it? It was really simple, people. It was really simple. I had faith, and it came. You know, and what happens is, whatever your God-given talent is, that phone will ring. Hey, Jennifer, you want to come sew this for me? And once you do that, hey, Jennifer, you want to make a mask for me? Once you jump on that other side, it becomes that easy.
Because we had some couple that was close to what was that, Little York somewhere, where the guy shot himself and then he shot his girlfriend or wife, one of them. It's not that serious. Y'all don't have to go out like that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even know if the girl was a willing participant in it. She probably didn't even know what was going on. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, and you know, I believe prayer works, but like I say, I also believe in discipline, and us as a nation, we're getting disciplined. Period. And for me, in my personal,
I believe in discernment. I think when you pray, you get discernment. And God will direct you on what you need to do and how you need to do it.
Well, I mean, you know, that's what I'm saying. But if you're not listening,
right?
If you wake up and you feel like, hey, Jennifer, I need to go buy chickens, that, you know, and I don't act on that, then that's me. I might have prayed for myself and my family the other day, and He might be guiding me. But if we don't act, we're telling the Father, our Father, you know, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
And you get punished, right? Your kids, you get punished. I don't care how you're punished. It could be the corner. But I'm just saying that. Have your backup. Have your side hustles. I know pretty much half the people that watch our videos want life normal. We want life normal, right?
Yep.
Tons of things we can do.
To eat.
But we understand that's never coming back. And so as you prepare your mind to understand those things are never coming back, it will be food courts will be your restaurant. I promise you that. It will be so many food courts out there, the city gonna try to tax these people. And there's no way they can tax them. I promise you that. We're in the streets. We're driving neighborhood to neighborhood, city to city, town to town. Where we went the other day? Sealy?
I think so.
We went to Sealy.
Remember
when we were doing the solo with King? We went to Sealy. And we seen the inside the gas station, it had the old pumps.
Yep.
And we go inside, they in there in the gas station just talking. Not like a typical gas station, people. This is old country town, you know. So we get to see certain things as we travel. That's why I like travel.
The whole family was working the gas station. Yeah. The whole family.
Yeah, went in there and they only
kids and all.
Yeah, they had the little packs of cigarettes. It would like this. This about how many cigarettes. So he only had the cigarettes for the town. He had tobacco, cigars, and things like that. Yeah. You know, so no, you know, we get to see things. That's why I come on and I say, hey man, if you can downsize, from my perspective, you better downsize. I don't know how you gonna hold it down with your side hustle, but that side hustle better be related to some proper things that's gonna be needed in a depression. You're gonna have to know how to sew. You better have the sewing machine. You better have the power for the sewing machine. You better have all those things because you're not gonna stop it. You got Lane Bryant's, you got Levi, you got Microsoft, you got Apple closing stores, you got Chuck E. Cheese went out of business. All these people are going into the unemployment line. So we already gonna start seeing the soup kitchens. That means these people are gonna have somebody feeding them. You know? So it's gonna keep coming. And that's why I don't like to flood the timeline, but I just want to show, hey, people who want to get prepared, who listen to Jen and Tony, We're trying to tell you something. I've been doing this for 20 years. 20 years. So there we go. And get prepared. Have those things that'll make you comfortable. Have a way that you know you're going to eat. Have a way you know you're going to have power. Because you don't know if your line of business will be next. So, that's what we got to say on that. And that's why we do the show. I'll come back on a little quick one probably tomorrow Friday. Tomorrow we getting prepared for the storm. That means to make sure all the chickens are covered up properly.
Getting out some of these weak-looking branches in the trees.
Yeah, so we doing certain things tomorrow. We'll be preparing. And then after that, if nothing come Friday, Saturday, we go back to work Monday.
We kind of know we're going to get the wind, though.
Yeah.
It gets windy out here because we in hills. It goes up and down, so the wind just travel out here.
Yeah.
So we kind of know we're going to get that wind.
But it's not looking good. I would love to read more into the future, but, for the sake of everybody's sanity, hey, I always put my phone number on there. You call me, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what to do financially. I've been doing it. It's two key aspects of investment. It's not stock. It's definitely not stock. You can get a hard asset. You can get real estate. A lot of people we helped. One person we helped with 401k. That person took out, did the things that they need to do. 2 other people hit me about 401ks. Gave them a little information on what to do. There's no penalties right now. Most of them you can roll out. It's a lot of advisement on there telling you right now. We looked at Lynette Zane, and one person asked her, hey, what could I do with my 401k? She said, basically you lost it. That's what she was saying. So, hey man, move your money around, put that money into things that will help you to make more money in a depressionary, because we're already in a recession. When interest rate already went to zero, when they go beyond zero, we have a problem. So I'm not gonna keep talking about it. Like I say, you want to talk to me, call me. I'll tell you what I know, and I'll tell you it'll come true. 832-392-2178. Call me anytime. I'm here. I can tell you, and you'll be like, wow. All the ads we put up, me and Jennifer been doing the Jen and Tony show since COVID. We've been telling you it's gonna be here till 2025, which for us is year 0. This is year 0.
And Walmart not doing Black Friday anymore is a warning sign. Yeah. I don't know what other warning you need. Why we not having Black Friday? Because number one, they can't do sales right now. We in a recession. They need all the money they can get. Number two, it's not gonna be a holiday. Have y'all seen how the toys be like $10, $5? We talking about $100 toys be super cheap because nobody buys toys anymore. They lost a lot of revenue and a lot of money. Yeah. So the holidays is about to change.
Somebody lost revenue. What was that today? You said they lines were long, but
that was Chipotle. Chipotle making a lot of money online as far as people ordering. But as far as the dine-in, it's offsetting it. So they're making money but losing money because people can't come in and sit down and eat.
Yeah, like it used to be on Saturdays and Fridays like that. A lot of businesses closing. You go to Humble, the whole strip center just vacant, people. You got to go down 1960. If you're going to Houston, you make a right, a left on 1960. If you take a trip down there to close to Dayton, all the way down Dayton, where the water, the Lake Houston, or whatever that water is. Oh, people, it's a lot of vacant grass growing up, daycares closed, you name it. So, I'm seeing this firsthand. I don't listen to a person who's a congressman and stuff like that. They don't know the war zone. They don't know the war zone.
They live in paradise. They all on yachts and islands and traveling around. They have no idea what we are going through.
And so
I
had an article on there where one, he calls the $60 million scheme. Of course he do. Because it's lifestyle he don't want to change. What am my wife going to say if this changed? That if I can't get her this or vice versa? So these are the things that we see out in the war zone, and you don't have to be super rich not to see it, but we see it. People like that have a certain lifestyle, it takes $10,000 or more monthly to maintain, and those people will come with schemes. And right now, my son, we was talking about, it's a whole bunch of girls creating schemes on Messenger. Some of my family members hitting me up talking about, do I want to do this and put in this amount of money and you get this amount of money? No, because sooner or later someone's gonna lose in any pyramid scheme. If money and energy has to be created by work or product, even that product has to be put together by somebody. It has to be some type of energy put into making this battery where people, I pay Jennifer to sell it, I manufacture it. You see what I'm saying? So me giving
schemes is back.
Yeah, they back, and they all women. Half of them are women, young women. You know, in period, just to keep that life up. You're gonna lose that life. I'm telling you, you're gonna lose it because right now you're not putting your energy in the things that's gonna be worth the future. You're putting your energy into things for now.
People don't have time for the pyramid scheming when they got bills to pay and they trying to figure out how they gonna, you know, how they gonna get work, especially if they in a lower job now because their real job went out of business or furloughed. These people don't have time for that. And you know, all off in their messenger, you about to get cussed out.
Yeah, and like
a lot
I say,
of people don't like that.
A lot of them was family members. One of them, I say, do you know me and your daddy is first cousins, right? Like first cousin. She didn't care. She stuck to the manual. You know, well, are you interested in? No. You know, I could lose that on going out to eat. You know, at the casino before I try
why
that.
would you want to make bad business with family?
Yeah,
you
know,
go wrong.
It was more than one, but you know, I was like, wow. So you know, Messenger, I look at, but I pay close attention and make sure it don't have forward and stuff like that. So I know that I'm getting a message from my family member. But those schemes out there, y'all, and the young, beautiful women, that's the thing, you know, that's prostituting their beauty. You know, not their body.
When they make enough money because they disappear. They whole Facebook disappeared. Yeah. You don't even know what happened to them. Like, what happened to such and such? They gone. I was
following that one guy, Tim Brown, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, something wrong with this picture, you know? And one day he just up and disappeared. And I asked him, what you do? Oh, I do grants. I get you a grant. When you get a grant, you give me, if it's 10,000, you give me 5,000 of the grant. So I gotta give you 50% of something that's under my name. Nah, I'm good. And that's what they doing, basically. You know, doing them schemes like this. So be careful, people, because that stuff, they're not gonna hold that other individual accountable for it. If your name on it and it's going in your bank account, you did it. So you know, be careful with the schemes. Be careful with yourself. Make sure you arm yourself. Trust me, arm yourself, because it's some. You know, if we could just take our camera and mount it on the car full of battery out, you'll see some amazing stuff out there in the war zone. You know, so if you can stay home, stay home. You're not missing nothing in the street. You're probably missing an accident, fights. You're not really missing nothing. Go do what you do. Move around until we, you know, find out where we're gonna be in the future. So, you know, we appreciate y'all coming. I'm gonna upload this video on the YouTube. If y'all haven't subscribed to the YouTube, it's Jen with the and sign and Tony. And we still wanted to get a gold coin away. We just haven't met the goal.
Right.
So
the goal was 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, we got it. So, you know, you can tell a friend, subscribe to Jen and Tony on YouTube. We still want to get a gold coin away. You know, the value of gold is going up. The value of silver is going up. Silver moved from 17 to 19 to $22, and it dropped back down to like 21. I haven't checked today. So that's one place to put that's a hard asset. The silver and gold, if you can still get it, that's a hard asset. Right now, we're investing in Bitcoin. That's going to be one of the digital currencies that we're going to invest in.
We headed towards cashless society.
Right. So that's the two that we're going to do. We still haven't received the income tax check. She called. They hang up on them. So, you know we're going to get screwed with that. You know, they don't have the money. The people broke. That's one of the main reasons we come do this, because we're telling you those people broke. Oh, no, I read an article saying that they giving you money. Oh, well, okay. If you want to believe that, they also said she can call and get a representative and couldn't get one. So, you know, we'll do the best we can to give you all the information that you need to survive through where you're going. If you can move, make the move now. Do not wait. A prepared person is a prepared mind. So, hey, make a move now. It will not kill you. All right. We'll see y'all. Peace.